Yeah, um, this trade was really, really good, really sweet. You know, I kind of love the price movement and everything, straight to the point, no drawdowns, nothing. So this was a very good trade, you know. And when I say a very good trade, I don't mean the money, the profit, or whatever, man. That's not what I'm talking about. The reason this was a very good trade is that everything lined up. You know, this was on Thursday after CPI, session of interest, time of interest, POI, higher time frame, lower time frame, POI, displacement, you know, macro time, everything was in check, you know. So that's actually why I said this is actually a very good trade, you know, high probability trade, you know. Yeah, so let's go into it. Let's see what happened. So as you can see, so let's go to the daily. So on the daily, this was that our uh daily week, you know. So obviously price closed above the daily week, the bearish daily week. So on the 1 hour, what did we see? So on the 1 hour, this was actually 9 o'clock, 9:30 open or 9 o'clock candle. So closing above what? Daily week, 50% for the first time this week. That's pretty interesting, you know. So here on the 5 minute time frame, price closed above that week with a full body close for the first time since this week, you know. So close here during market open or after market open closed. So I mean I was just looking to buy and looking to target that our drawn liquidity being that high, that yellow, sorry, the green. Sure, you remember our drawn liquidity was here and probably and possibly here. Mm. So, but the first one was here since price was already took this one. So the next one was here and then here. So that was what I did. So I took the trade on a 5 second time frame actually. 5 second. Oh my god. 5 second. So on the 15 second time frame, price opened here. Let me see. Oh sorry. So this was 9:30 open. 9:30 was around here. Open low and then moved up. So that I couldn't get in this trade. I couldn't get in the win, man. I didn't do nothing. I didn't like I wasn't in the trade like all this move up here. Sometimes it doesn't feel good, doesn't feel right. You know, like I didn't participate here. I couldn't just press buy when it's going up. You know, it has to be contextual. So mind you, this is at 50% daily week. Price already closed above, and you know, and that's our what is it called? New week opening gap. So it's no longer gonna be bearish, it's gonna be bullish now, you know, because price already closed above, you know. So all this was contributing to the trade I took. So on the 5 second time frame, what did I see? And by the way, price hasn't gotten to my drawn liquidity, my higher time frame drawn liquidity, so it was still intact. So the 30,000, 30K big figure, look at here, 30K big figure. Price closed above with an imbalance. This is very important signature, significant signature. You know, price closed above that big figure with an imbalance. So I was looking to trade from that imbalance in a time of interest. So I marked out the imbalance to the right, and then I was waiting for price to get into that imbalance in my point of interest. So that was what happened. Uh, my point of interest at the right time, time of interest, I saw change in the state, market structure shift, and then I entered the trade for what? 6.3 hour, and then I got out here exactly at my drawn liquidity. So price continue going up, but I don't care about that. Like can go like more 1,000 point. I don't care about that. I just care about the objective. The objective was the drawn liquidity here. That was what I was targeting. So point of interest, like I didn't care about all this move. Like I would have said, okay, yeah, there is another imbalance here. But I don't care about this imbalance. Why? Because there is an imbalance that was created on a big figure. On a big figure, And besides this movement, this price here was not even a point of interest. Like it was not even um time of interest. So we don't regard that. The important one was this imbalance that was created, you know, at the big figure, and price retraced all the way the point of interest at the time of interest. So I took the trade and it panned out. So that was pretty sweet, pretty cool, you know, interesting. So here overall, I'm happy about this trade. I would say I I was in control. I wasn't emotional. I guess I wasn't emotional. Because if I was emotional, I would have taken this trade here. You know, but it wasn't just about the imbalance. Don't just trade from any imbalance. The imbalance has to be contextual, and time has to be aligned as well. So yeah, everything checked out, and it was a good trade. So that will be it for this one, and looking forward to Friday. All right, peace.